My dear brothers and sisters, today, Sunday, 25th August. And today, the first reading, we really experience how God talks to Joshua. Because Joshua himself has already been experiencing a great feeling within about God himself. And he was with Moses, and he knows how Moses is being led by God in order to save this people of Israel who were his own people, the people of God. And so he really wants to bring them out of this slavery, out of all these troubles and difficulties and problems and hunger and thirst. And so therefore, God had told Moses, God himself has done number of miracles in order to really bring back these people from slavery. And Moses himself knows how many miracles God performed in order to take his people out from their trouble. It was very hard for Moses, yet he tried very hard in order to know that my people should be freed and taken to the promised land. So he himself has experienced all these moments and thoughts and wonders and miracles, and he now says to all these people gathered before him, especially all his elders, all his leaders, all the other judges, and he wants to tell them that I and my family will really worship this God and will serve Him alone. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, let us understand this fact that he himself has been experiencing this within himself, all the wonders and all the miracles of God in his own life. My dear brothers, he cannot be away from that God. But then he also gets a response from all these people gathered in front of him, and then he sees that they also want to say the same, that we will also worship this God and serve only him in their lives. So, my dear brothers and sisters, it's a wonderful thing that people are really being grateful to this God, and they have not forgotten, they are not abandoning this God. So, my dear brothers and sisters, in the gospel today also we see in Jesus being God Himself, He has been telling people, trying to convince people through all His life, especially by different performances of miracles and wonders that He performed. And He said, "This is who I am. I am the bread from heaven. And if you eat that bread and drink that blood, you will be saved forever." But people are saying, how can this man give us this type of bread to eat? How can we eat his flesh? How can he drink his blood? So I don't think I will able to be with him. So they leave and they go away. And at that moment, God really wants to see how many people are going to be with Jesus. So Jesus asked his apostles, do you also want to leave and go? And at that moment, Peter comes forward and he said, where shall we go? You have the words of eternal life, and without you, we cannot live anymore. And so, therefore, he himself commits, and all the apostles also commit themselves to Jesus as the source of our life, and also he is the keystone for our lives so that we can direct ourselves to this person, to this God, and to their life. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, we also see that what was important for us today is that we really know that Jesus is God. We know from the way that his original existence, because he was right from beginning was with God, that as Saint John tells us in his gospel, and he was that word, and through this word God created everything, and so therefore there is nothing else to worry about, that he is not divine. And so therefore we are grateful to Jesus, who is with us, who saves us, who gives us strength, and who also leads us forward in order to save our lives.